Good morning, JHHS. This is BroncTV, and I'm your host, Logan Jarvie. Somebody once told me that recently a bunch of new clubs have been rolling their way into our school, and our field reporter Fabian has got the scoop.
I asked Hayden, what is D&D?
D&D is essentially a game, a role-playing game, where you get to make your own little hero in this magical universe that has all these fantastical creatures and possible abilities that you can all just do. And it essentially, what it does is it takes people who wouldn't otherwise normally talk to each other, socialize, and it puts them into situations that they otherwise wouldn't interact in, such as a dragon fighting or slaying an ogre.
One set of bubbles from your
So this is a wooden
Here are some of the D&D players of the club.
You don't have your background yet.
This is a wooden shield, but can I like?
They are creating characters to play as in D&D.
No, because part of what druids
help me find like a shield with like made out of antlers or something. Oh.
I asked Hayden, how did D&D start out?
My friend Selena, she approached me saying how Miss Tenney was interested in doing a D&D club because Selena had told her about this multiple times. She wanted to know whether the person who hosted the club that takes place at the library would be willing to do something at the school. So I said, sure, I can do that with her, and I figured it all out. I looked at what we needed, set up a time and space.
I then asked Hayden, when did D&D take place?
Now that I've seen that the group that came in originally is committed to showing up, we came to an agreement that it would be Wednesdays after school for an hour or so, including that flex.
What is one of the major rules you have in D&D?
One of my biggest rules that I like to enforce the strongest is to not bring external conflict into the game. So if you have some weird problem with some other person, as soon as you're playing, that disappears and you're in your character, not in.
I asked Hayden, why would someone join D&D?
Probably because they're just interested, they've heard about it before, or they're just looking for something new. Like, the 3 newest players that I have who have never touched it in their life, they joined because they simply saw it on Stranger Things in one scene. That, or you're interested in the whole fantasy genre or historical fiction, whatever you want to have it be.
Well, if anyone is bored after school and wants to join a club, Dungeons & Dragons is just one of many club options. Recently, the incoming freshmen came to visit the high school and talk to their teachers about what their courses entail and what they can expect in high school. Many of them said that they were quite excited and that their only worry was senior oppression. Our main meme man, Russell, did an experiment recently in which he attempted to do what science said couldn't be done. Let's take a look.
Alright guys, so I know they said it couldn't be done, but I'm gonna go pick up some chicks with a pickup line. Alright, let's come on. We got one over here. Hey girl, you wanna hear my pickup line?
Russell, that's a lemon.
I can't see.
Sure is, Logan. Last Tuesday at 1:30, about 34 students went on a camping trip for the 43rd Art and Lit Nature Expedition. The students were gone for 4 days in the Sinks Canyon area around Lander, Wyoming. In other news, last Thursday at 10 o'clock, our school participated in a student walkout to show support for those who were lost in the Florida shooting. Upwards of 100 students left the building for 17 minutes, 1 minute for each victim. Back to you, Logan.
Thanks, Tom, and thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of BroncTV. I'm your host, Logan Jarvie. Make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button.